Hello, everyone. I am doing my angel message for the day. And today it seems that the angels want us to really take a look at our family and to remember that family comes in oftentimes to teach us our greatest lessons. And unfortunately, oftentimes family are some of our greatest karmic challenges. So I think that we go back and forth between positions in family. So sometimes we are the parents, sometimes we are the child. How many of you out there, like myself, feel like in regards to my personal mother that I'm oftentimes the parent in dealing with my mother? So I probably have been the parent more often than I have been the child. And yet there's this balance. So like she gets to be the parent, I get to be the parent. We go back and forth until we find a middle ground and we are finally neutral with each other, because completion is neutral. But family is rarely neutral. And so family is one of those things that gets under our skin and it irritates us and we get frustrated. But the frustration is almost always because we are looking at the world and our family with our own particular lens, or we are inside our bubble and we see it a certain way from our own perception inside our bubble. But what I love about astrology is that when you learn somebody else's chart or you look at the numerology and you learn about somebody else's pattern, you recognize that that pattern is there because you came in to learn something and you needed to learn it from another person, which means their different perception is oftentimes incredibly valuable. But it also is the thing that can irritate the heck out of you. But when you understand someone's chart and you understand what they are learning and what their pattern is, then sometimes their behaviors that seem so contrary to your values and beliefs will suddenly make more sense. And so today, take a look and kind of say, am I overriding the gift of the information from this family member because of my own identification and attachment and ego attachment to my particular vantage point or my viewpoint or the way I like to see it? And there's always more than one way to see something. So don't override a family member at the moment. It might be better today to sit and listen and really try to look at them out through their eyes, like look at their life, their experience, their situation, and look at it from a different vantage point. When you do that, unfortunately, the angels are saying it might bring up some stuff for you, like you realize you've been causing that person problems and suffering. My father died a decade ago plus, and my mother, now recognizes the difficulties that she put him through that she couldn't see at the time because she was up against some of her own personal battles. And now at 86, she feels really bad that she didn't notice how hard my dad was trying in certain points. And so sometimes when we suddenly see out another person's eyes or look at things from another vantage point, we suddenly feel bad. Like, oh my God, I didn't see that. I hurt them. I didn't think I was hurting them. I didn't mean to hurt them, but I actually am hurting them, right? And then the next step is to do forgiveness for yourself, because it's like, as they say in the Bible, forgive them, they know not what they do. And how often do we not know what we're doing? And I think that's probably a lot of the time we don't know what we're doing. We like to pretend that we think we know what we're doing. But if we actually sat back and really listened and stopped putting everybody into our bubble or trying to fit them into our bubble, and let them have their own experience, including the ups and downs. And I know everybody likes everything to be smooth, but life is bumpy. Emotions are bumpy. Feelings are bumpy. Conflict is really bumpy. And sometimes you just have to be willing to dance the dance with them for a minute. And I know some people just get frustrated and they don't want to do that. But the angels are basically saying today might be the day to take a look at your family, notice where you're being overriding and how that might be perceived as being a little pushy or a bully to others, and feeling like you need to be the know-it-all, and let yourself feel a little bit of grief for that, and then let it go. Let it go. And maybe apologize if it's appropriate to apologize. But what I find the most important thing is to change your behavior. Because I find the moment I change my behavior, then they also change. That the moment I take my projection off of them that they're going to be difficult, then they relax and they actually stop being so difficult. But it's somehow my defensive posture in dealing with them that makes them get more aggressive or assertive or defensive or withdrawn from me. So, okay, I hope that helps today. Thanks.